deduction is an important obligation for all the deductors and collectors. However, if any mistake exists in the return, then revised or corrections are the only option to rectify the mistakes by using the consolidated file available on the portal. Want to know about the whole process of a revised return? Hello everyone, I am Saloni from Webtel. In this video, I am going to share all the information about the revised return with a detailed example of how we use the consolidate files, how we can modify deductee details and add new challan, etc. So stay tuned, and before starting this video, I request you to subscribe to our YouTube channel Webtel Electrosoft to get regular compliance updates. Let's start with the process flow, how we prepare for revised return. For this, I am taking you to my screen.
TDS or TCS revised or correction return. There are so many reasons for which a revised return can be filed. It can be related to incorrect deduction like wrong type of payment, wrong section of the payment has been selected, incorrect challan details are there like the date of deposit, challan number and the challan amount has been wrongly entered in the filed return. Incorrect PAN of the deductee has been entered, or the detail of the deductee like name has been wrongly entered in the filed return. So these are the reasons for which a revised return can be filed. Now let's look at the type of the tags that will be going in the revised return. So if you are going to make any changes in the deductor details like the name of the deductor, address of the deductor has been changed, then the C1 correction tag will be reflecting. Then C2 correction is related to the challan details. If you are going to make any changes in the challan amount like BSR code, serial number, tender date of the challan has been changed, then the C2 correction tag will be reflecting in the revised return. And C3 correction is related to addition or updation of any deductee details. Then comes the C4 correction. Basically, C4 correction is related to addition or deletion of the salary details. Then comes the C5 correction. C5 correction is related to the addition, or you can say any editing has been done in the PAN number of the employee or deductee, then C5 tag will be reflecting. Then comes the C9 correction. Basically, C9 correction is related to the addition of a new challan. So these are the tags which will be reflecting in a revised return. Now let's look at the process of filing a revised return. Firstly, you need to send a request for the consolidate file on the Traces portal, and once the file is available, then you need to download the consolidate file, and then you need to import the consolidate file in the software to make the changes. And in the consolidate file, you can add or modify any deductee details or any other details in the consolidate file. And after making all the changes in the consolidate file, you need to generate a new revised FVU file. And after that, you can upload the FVU file on the government portal. So this is the process of filing a revised return. Now let's understand with an example. Suppose Mr. Anuj is a deductor and he is having a company named Webtel Private Limited, and he has filed a return of Webtel Private Limited, and now he wants to make the changes in the consolidate file. So now let's look at the process of filing a revised return through TDS software. Process of revised return through TDS. Now Mr. Anuj is having a consolidate file along with him, and to revise his return, he need to click on revise return, and after clicking on revise return, another screen will appear. Here he needs to click on import consolidate file, and after clicking on import consolidate file, he need to select the consolidate file from the location. Here he can import the consolidate file in the zip format as well as in the unzip format. And after the selection of the file, we need to click on open, and the data will be imported in the software, and a message will appear like this. And after that, a company master will be created related to the consolidate file, and then Here he need to enter the username and password to save the company master, and then he need to click on save button, and after clicking on save, a screen will appear like this. So this is the screen which is related to the revised return. Here he will be able to see a file summary tab, deductor details, challan details, and then deductee details. In case if he want to check the file summary, then he need to click on file summary, and then the details of the challans will reflect like this. Like if he or she is having any total number of unmatched challan, total number of challans having unutilized amount, total number of deductees with invalid pen, etc. So he can click on file summary, and after that the details will appear like this. And in case if he want to check a particular data, then he can select the option and then he can double click on the head, and after that the details will appear like this in the file summary. Then comes the deductor details. If we talk about the modifications in the deductor details, then in the deductor details, each and every detail can be changed except the TAN number of the deductor. So Mr. Anuj can change each and every detail in the deductor details, but he will not be able to change the TAN number of the company. So he need to click on the type of the change, and after that he need to select modify without TAN option to make any changes in the deductor details. Then comes the challan details. So if we talk about the challan details, then few options are available over here. First one is add. In case if there is a government deductor and they want to add the challan details, then they can add the challan details in the consolidate file. But in case of non-government deductors, challan addition is not available offline. They need to add the challan online, and then they can import the data from the consolidate file. Then comes the added option. Added option is related to modify the interest amount or any other amount in the challan. Then comes the undo option if you want to cancel the changes which has been made in the challan details. Then comes the delete added challan. In case if the challan has been added in the consolidate file, then they can delete the challan by using the delete added challan option. So if Mr. Anuj need to enter or if he need to add a challan, then he need to click on add option, and after clicking on add option, a message will appear like this. Because Mr. Anuj is having a non-government organization, and as per the government rules, non-government organizations are not allowed to add any challan in the consolidate file. Then comes the added option. In case Mr. Anuj need to edit any details in the challan, then he need to select the challan, and after that he need to click on added button, and after clicking on added button, a message will appear like this that he can make any changes in the interest as well as other amounts. So he need to click on OK button, and then he can enter the interest amount like this. So after editing the challan details, the challan will be reflecting in yellow color. So this is the process to edit any challan in the challan details. Then comes the deductee detail. If we talk about the deductee detail, then few options are available in the deductee detail to make any changes or for the addition of entries. So first option is add. Through this option, Mr. Anuj will be able to add a new deductee details. Then comes the edit option, and through this edit option, deductee details can be edited or any modification can be done in the existing entry. Like TDS deducted amount, amount of payment, date of payment can be changed by using edit option. Then comes the delete added record. And through this option, only the newly added entries can be deleted. Then comes the mark deductee amount as 0. And through this option, Mr. Anuj will be able to nullify the entry, or in case if he want to delete the entry from the record, then by using this option he will be able to delete the entry, and all the amount and rate columns will be marked as 0. And also this option will be used in case if we want to change the whole PAN number of any existing deductee. Then comes the PAN edit, and through this option he will be able to modify the PAN, and only two numerics can be changed by using the PAN edit option. Then comes the undo, to cancel all the changes which are done in the deductee details. And multiple PAN undo option is also available over here to make any multiple PAN edited changes or to cancel all the changes which has been done in the multiple PAN entries. Now let's look at the process one by one. Like Mr. Anuj is having an entry which is Asha Kumari, and he want to add the details of Asha Kumari in the consolidate file. And to add the details of the Asha Kumari, Mr. Anuj need to go to the deducted details, and after that he need to right click on any entry, and after clicking on any entry, add option will appear like this. Then he need to click on add, and after clicking on add, another screen will appear like this. Here he need to select whether he want to add any existing deductee details or whether he want to add any new entry. Like Asha Kumari is a new deductee over here, so he need to select the option as a new deductee. Then he need to enter the name and PAN number of the deductee, and also he need to select the challan against which he want to tag the details. And one point is to be noted over here is that only the challan which is having a available balance can be selected while adding the entries over here. Then comes the deductee detail. So he need to enter all the details, like he need to select the section, amount of payment, date of deduction, etc. over here. And after entering all these details, he need to click on OK button. And after clicking on OK, the entry will be added at the end of the deductee details. So this is the process to add any deductee. To modify any changes in the consolidate file, Mr. Anuj need to add it, or he need to use the edit option. And like Mr. Anuj is having a party named JR Enterprises whose amount of payment and the tax deducted has been wrongly entered. So he need to rectify the amount of payment and as well as the TDS deducted amount. And he want to enter these details in the consolidate file. So to enter these details, he need to go to the deducted detail, and after that he need to select the party. And after the selection of the party, he need to right click on the selected party, and after that he need to click on edit option, or he can use the shortcut key as Alt E. And after using the shortcut key, a screen will appear like this where he can make the changes. He can change the amount of payment as well as the amount of TDS deducted. And after that he need to click on OK button. And after clicking on OK, the entry will be highlighting in yellow color. So this is the process to make any changes in the existing entry or to modify or edit any entry in the consolidate file. Then comes mark deductee amount as 0. Mr. Anuj is having a deductee named Rupali Agarwal, and he has added the wrong details of deductee. And he want to delete the details of Rupali Agarwal from the consolidate file. And these are the details of Rupali Agarwal. And to make the changes, he need to select the entry of the Rupali Agarwal, and after that he need to right click on that. And then he need to use the option mark deductee amount as 0. And after clicking on that, the entry will be marked as 0, or you can say the amount of payment, rate and the TDS deducted columns will be marked as a 0, which means the entry is nullified or the entry has been deleted from the existing record. So this is the process to mark deductee amount as 0 or to delete any entry from the existing records. Then comes the PAN edit. Mr. Anuj is having a deductee named Disha Travels and he want to make the change in the PAN number of Disha Travels. And the old PAN number as well as the new PAN number has been provided over here. So he want to make the changes in the PAN. And to make the changes, he need to select the party, and after the selection of the party, he need to use PAN edit option, and after that a screen will appear like this, where all the entries of Disha travel will be reflecting like this. So in case if he want to make the changes in all the entries, then he need to select all option, otherwise he can select the entries in which the PAN number is not correct. So here he need to enter the old PAN number. Old PAN number will be reflecting automatically from the existing record. Then he need to enter the new PAN number which he want to change. And only 2 alpha and 2 numerics can be changed by using the edit PAN option. And after that the entry will be reflecting in orange color. So this is the process to make the changes in the PAN number of the deductee. And after making all the changes in the consolidate file, he need to click on save button, and after clicking on save, a screen will appear like this where he need to enter any remarks for saving the details. He can enter the remarks over here and then he need to click on OK button, and then a data saved successfully message will appear like this. Then he need to click on validate, or he can use the shortcut key F3. And after that a screen will appear where if any errors are there, then the errors will be reflecting, otherwise successfully validated message will be appearing like this. Then he need to go to the generate option, or he can use the shortcut key F4, and after clicking on generate a screen will appear to save the text file, and after saving the text file a CSI file screen will appear where he need to select whether he want to import the challan details from the TNSDL portal or whether he want to import the challan details from income tax portal. And then he need to enter the captcha over here, and then he need to click on OK button. And after clicking on OK, he don't need to use the mouse. The file validation utility will be working automatically. And after clicking on generate, a screen will appear to save the text file. You need to select a location on which he want to save the text file, and after that a CSI file screen will appear where he need to select whether he want to import the challan details from TNSDL portal or whether he want to import the details from income tax portal. And after the selection he need to enter the captcha, and after entering the captcha he need to click on OK button. And after clicking on OK, he don't need to use the mouse, and the path of all the files will be browsed automatically. And a file validation utility will start processing all the files automatically. And at the end, a file validated successfully message will be appearing like this. So this is the process to revise the TDS return through TDS software.
I hope you have understood that filing a revised return should be done promptly after identifying errors or omissions. Timely correction helps avoid potential penalties or legal consequences. Our software is a helpful tool with pre-validation of all the errors. Share this video with your friends and colleagues. If you found this video helpful, then visit the link mentioned in the description below and let us know in the comment section if you have any doubts. Give a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel to get regular compliance updates. Next Tuesday, we will be coming up with another interesting video to make compliances better for you. Till then, stay safe and stay tuned with us for a better compliance journey.